People believe misfortune will come upon them if you go to Thanjavur temple. So almost 42 years of work, and then the very heart of it failed upon them. Rajaraja Chola, who attempted this, and in the end did not find completion. When it did not happen, I can imagine his distress and pain. I was at the Thanjavur temple, and yesterday I was also at the Gangaikonda Cholapuram. So Thanjavur is a temple where externally they managed to build a magnificent temple of phenomenal beauty and proportion. 1,000 years ago, when there were no machines, there were no cranes, when there were no vehicles to transport huge rocks that were necessary to build this temple, all by the dint of man's effort. They say the rock that was used to make the linga was brought from Saurashtra in Gujarat, from the banks of Narmada, weighing almost 250 tons of raw stone, crossing Vindhyachal, no trucks. I want you to just imagine what kind of people are these? What was in their heart to propel them into such an almost impossible acts? So after all that effort, they built a magnificent temple, but the core of the temple failed. They could not consecrate the linga as they wanted. It did not work. So even today, people believe misfortune will come upon them by going to this temple. You know, it's common knowledge. People think you will come to misfortune if you go to Thanjavur temple, which is not wholly correct, but partially correct, because it's a kind of a distorted energy form. It did not find completion. So almost 42 years of work, and then the very heart of it failed upon them. So Rajaraja Chola, who attempted this, the only intention of building such a magnificent structure is to see that generations of people will benefit, that it will leave an impact on people, that it will be an uplifting experience for generations of people to come. When it did not happen, I can imagine his distress and pain of that wasted effort, not just of the individual effort, but thousands and thousands of people would have worked for it. They would have emptied the state's coffers, probably they fought battles to bring in the necessary resource, and in the end, did not find completion. So his son, probably wanting to bring some peace to his dead father, he built an exact replica of that temple, but he did not have the courage to attempt the same scale, probably for practical purposes. He brought down the size considerably, attempted similar thing, trying to do it in a much faster time span, so making it into not so glorious work of art, but functionally as good. So the temple structure did not turn out as it should have. They piled up rock and built it. Structurally it's good, but in terms of aesthetics they could not match Thanjavur temple, but they managed to consecrate the linga. So one place where there is grandeur and beauty on the outside, but the inner core did not work. Another place there is inner strength, but there is no grandeur and beauty on the outside. I was trying to go through the whole drama. In my mind, I was trying to go through the whole drama, what it would have taken for them to build this temple, and how it would have felt to see it incomplete, and how much pain this young king, Rajaraja Chola's son, must have borne to hurriedly try to put up another temple, which is of similar design but of a much smaller scale, and trying to bring it alive. The whole drama, I tried to play it in my head, and it's quite a drama. Very large scale, enormous magnitude. People playing out their life in a very large scale scape, and the pain of not being able to fulfill that, and the longing and desire to fulfill that, a fulfillment which is not of the personal kind. It is seen as something that you have to do for the people around you. Not everybody experiences the scale of failure that this great king might have experienced.